So the Fox body's been chilling out for a while, but we've actually been waiting to kind of get some time to work on the car. We're going to put the valve springs in it, so that way it's ready to go for the turbo. But we're actually going to drop this off at our buddy Alex. He's going to be doing the fab work for the new bigger turbo. I'll show you guys the bigger turbo once we get over there, and we'll show you his fab shop in Orange City, Florida. We've been talking about the turbo kit for the Red GT500, and as well as the turbo kit for this. And then there's actually another truck that he actually already did fix some turbo manifolds for. So there's a lot of turbo stuff, and yeah, we're gonna head over to Alex. So we got the Fox body outside. I went ahead and put it on the chrome Cobras since it's going over there. I didn't want to tie up the drag set, but we are going to be removing the On3 turbo. We're also going to be doing a new wastegate. Oh, I just realized we don't even have the wastegate on it. That's why it sounds weird. So we are going to be putting the Turbo Smart wastegate on this, and we also have our BorgWarner S480 that we got right there. So once we get this car over there, we'll check in with Alex and see what his plans on this are. Our key goals is obviously fitting the bigger turbo in this area. There's a chance we could fit it here, but we decided to go over to him, get the wastegate done, get that done, get some charge pipe things fixed up, and just kind of really make this a solid kit for essentially we're going to go bottom 8s, maybe even a 7 if we dial in the suspension right. There's also a chance we might talk about finishing the cage. I just don't know if he will want to work off of what we have, which is the 4-point. Just depends. We don't want to reinvent the wheel and tie up this car for a long period of time. So we'll see what he thinks and go from there. We also have the Motion Raceworks solid steering shaft and a new steering wheel ready to go in this. We also have a fiberglass dash to go in this, which will basically finish all of this up. But since we don't have a ton of time to work on this car right now, we're going to send it over to Alex so that way we can get the turbo stuff all done, and then we'll take it back apart, do the valve springs, and kind of finish this up and get it ready for 7s. That's pretty fast. Update on the Sonic Blue car. She's getting stripped. I think the drivetrain's almost ready to come out.
Just about.
Yep. Front end is all cut off. So this is Alex with Storman Performance.
What's up, guys? How are you?
And I think we're in the right place.
Yes, you are.
So we've actually been talking. Alex actually welded up a set of turbo headers, fixed them for us already, but that video is not ready to go out. But we have the Fox body here, and I think it's ready for the next step.
You ready to give them a little rundown of what we're going to be doing to it?
Yeah.
So they brought us a larger turbo. We have the smaller housing here, but it's still going to be a T4, so this should somewhat bolt back in place. I wouldn't say bolt back in place, but we're going to be in the general area, so we got to go through and adapt the crossover pipes for that. We got a new Turbo Smart 60mm wastegate. We're going to be adapting to their current crossover pipe. And I believe now that we got it dropped off and we looked over it, I think we're going to be doing a cage as well. So
yeah, I mean,
got to talk to John about that. But
yeah,
I think as fast as this thing's going to go,
it needs it. I mean, it went 8.6 at 146. If you know mile an hour, you know that's not all the way in it to the quarter.
Yep.
128 in the eighth, and that was just, you know, baby boost. So it's on its way to sevens. It really needs,
I think it needs it, man.
At least an 850 cert cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what the 10 point is going to be. It'll cert to 850.
Yeah.
You typically got to add like some substructure and a funny car cage if you want to go faster than that. So.
Right.
But yeah, I think a 10 point, you know, at least it'll definitely save his life if something ever gets squirrely. Or hasn't this car already got squirrely once?
Oh, it was all over the road. I mean,
so that's actually one thing. The two things we like to focus on here, number one is safety. That's honestly our first concern. It's the whole reason why I even started doing chassis work, is some of the stuff that I saw as a young and up and coming welder, fabricator, chassis guy at other places. It's kind of scary, honestly. I was explaining that for this particular one, it's actually already got a chromoly 4-point, but unfortunately we're probably gonna have to cut it out and start from scratch because it was MIG welded. It's stuff like that that we really pay attention to. So I'm happy to have the car and get it taken care of and upgrade the safety. But the second thing that we really like to focus on is just quality of work. So I really think the turbo kit will turn out nice. Obviously the cage will turn out pretty nice. But yeah, like I said, that's two things, safety and just the product looking great and being quality. So I think if you guys check us out, we actually got a Facebook and a YouTube. If you go on there, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about as far as quality and design and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, we've been talking a little bit about the red GT500 coming down the pipeline.
That's what I'm really excited.
Yeah, that one's really gonna be pretty wild. But this one's a little bit of a shit box, but it's going to be a shit box with a lot of nice.
It's a mild.
It's a shit box with nice parts. That is what this is. Yeah. It's got some decent suspension, and we're now hopefully going to have a nice cage. Now a much better turbo wastegate. We did have a wastegate failure. Yep, that's Amazon special right there. No, she is working good.
Nice location. What is that? The coolant overflow?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I actually like how that came out. But
I was gonna say that looks clean compared to like something up here.
Well, that was the product of us having issues. We couldn't find a high point in the system to bleed it.
That makes complete sense. Yep.
Because we don't have any sort of normal place for a reservoir, and that worked out well. So, yeah. What else do you do here?
So one thing here, I'll show you guys around. One thing we really we specialize in, like I said, is kind of the only thing we do here is welding and fabrication. But we specialize in chassis work, we specialize in turbo systems, and we also do quite a bit of sheet metal work there as well. So that's really, I'd say 90% of our work is those three things that we list or that we do. We do obviously repairs. You know, we have other companies like construction companies and lawn companies and trailer companies and all that other stuff that have stuff break, and we do general repair when we have the time for that. But for the most part, man, it's race cars and badass stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like we're really lucky to have you fairly close to me. Yep. So I think everyone needs to call you up for their work.
Please.
So that way that we can keep Alex here.
Yep.
And he can do all my turbo cars.
Yeah, and on that note, we just moved to Orange City. We've been in Florida 3 years now. We started off pretty much in the bed of my truck with just a generator, a welder, and like a grinder. And just in the last, I think 3 months is when we moved in here, but from the truck to here, it's been 3 years, and we pretty much double every single year. So we're trying to maintain that and you know, keep that momentum going. But yeah, if you ever need help, just let us know, man. We're here.
Yeah, I'll drop the phone number there. Just tell Alex that we sent you. And you recently did Justin Young's cage. I'll drop in some photos.
Yeah, that was a cool experience. That turned out really well.
That's a GT500, very similar to mine.
Yep, very similar to yours. We did the Fat House fabrication kit for him, and then we had a lot of like interior modification to get the dash, the AC, you know, pretty much just to get it back to a factory looking car. So we spent quite a time on that, and Justin was really excited and happy with how that turned out. So
yeah, he's a really picky. He's kind of one of those car show folks, you know.
I was worried. I was honestly worried, like he was going to be so anal that I was just going to fuck everything up. But man, he was happy. I was happy. That was a really cool project that we got to be a part of. So. Thank you, Justin, by the way, if you watch this.
Oh, he's going to watch it. I'm going to tell him he needs to race his car at the track.
That car or your car?
His car.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
His car.
No, I know his car, but I'm saying race that car versus his car or your GT500 versus his GT.
Well, that would be a good race.
I think it would. That'd be sick.
Well, not right now.
No, but after we get the turbo system done for sure. But yeah, so as far as equipment goes, we obviously got our typical cutters, our sanders, our tube notchers, you know, our hand tools and sanders, but really one thing that this is our pride and joy here actually. It's a 4x4 CNC plasma table. We can take like cardboard templates, paper templates, just a DXF file. If you've already got a design, we can cut that out. But this is like our bread and butter when it comes to fabrication because it really speeds the process up. We can design parts faster, cut them faster, prep them faster, stuff like that. So this is our little design station. We got a design computer there, and then we obviously got all of our MIG welders and our TIG welders. But yeah, we went through, we branded our equipment with our colors, which I love neon green. That's kind of obvious, and I always have. If you actually look up there, my first car was a BMW that I LS swapped, and its engine bay was neon green. So we just kind of kept the theme going throughout the shop.
All right, so definitely go down and check out Alex's stuff. You guys will see the results on the Fox body. I think they're gonna be awesome. I've seen Alex's work. I think it looks awesome. So I do like to support these local businesses. You guys have killed it with Modular Head Shop. Jordan is so busy with work and a few other local businesses that I have shown and featured that I think do quality work, and I send them to you guys so you guys can choose. And if you want quality work done, we gotta support local businesses, and otherwise they won't be around anymore. And this is a really, really cool shop that we definitely need to keep in business. So if you want to check out Alex, definitely go down and check out his stuff down in the description. And I am really excited to see the result of the Fox body and what we can do with this car in the future.